John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 313 Delta, ready for departure at runway 13 right, departing west.
Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar.
John F. Kennedy Airport, ATIS Information Hotel, time 01480, wind 070 at 7, visibility 10, temperature 17, dew point 15, altimeter 3017 landing runways 4 right and 4 left, departing runway 4 left, dart advise on initial contact, you have Information Hotel. Envo 1188, cancel takeoff clearance, hold position.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 373 Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 13 right, departing south.
American 1173, line up and wait runway 4 left. Wilco, Envo 1188.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, American 1173.
American 373 Heavy, your number 3 for departure.
Roger, American 373 Heavy.
Attention all aircraft, check ATIS frequency for airport information. Attention all aircraft, check ATIS frequency for airport information. Envo 1188, wind 100 at 7, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff. Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Delta Echo Charlie Charlie Oscar.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 13 right, Envo 1188. John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 245, ready for departure at runway 13 right, departing south. JetBlue 245, your number 3 for departure. American 1173, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Roger, JetBlue 245.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, American 1173.
Envo 1188, contact New York departure on 123.7. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Envo 1188. November 313 Delta, wind 100 at 7, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff. American 373 Heavy, line up and wait runway 13 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 13 right, November 313 Delta. Line up and wait runway 13 right, American 373 Heavy.
American 1173, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, American 1173. John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 7307, ready for pushback with Information Hotel.
JetBlue 7307, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Turkish 664 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information Hotel.
Turkish 664 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, JetBlue 7307. Pushback approved, Turkish 664 Heavy.
American 373 Heavy, wind 100 at 7, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 13 right, American 373 Heavy.
November 313 Delta, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, November 313 Delta.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, ready for pushback with information hotel, requesting runway 13 right.
Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray.
JetBlue 245, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 245, disregard last message. JetBlue 245, line up and wait runway 13 right. Line up and wait runway 13 right, JetBlue 245.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Turkish 664 Heavy, ready to taxi with information hotel.
American 373 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7. JetBlue 245, wind 100 at 7, runway 13 right, cleared for takeoff.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, American 373 Heavy.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 13 right, JetBlue 245. Turkish 664 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Turkish 664 Heavy.
JetBlue 245, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Turkish 664 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, JetBlue 245. Turkish 664 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Turkish 664 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qatari 702, ready for pushback with information hotel. John F. Kennedy Tower, Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right with information Delta.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Qatari 702, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, Qatari 702.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray.
Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor.
Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray.
John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 7307, ready to taxi with information hotel.
JetBlue 7307, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Turkish 664 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out. Taxiing to runway 4 left, JetBlue 7307.
Turkish 664 Heavy, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Turkish 664 Heavy.
Turkish 664 Heavy. Contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Turkish 664 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray.
Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor, is on final runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, American 209 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qatari 702, ready to taxi with information Hotel.
American 209 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Qatari 702, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, American 209 Heavy.
JetBlue 7307, cross runway 13 right.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Qatari 702.
Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor, Roger.
Crossing runway 13 right, JetBlue 7307.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 212 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Emirates 10 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left with information Foxtrot.
Delta 212 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Delta 212 Heavy.
Emirates 10 Heavy, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Emirates 10 Heavy.
Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Wilco, Lima November Whiskey Alpha Victor.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Lima Victor Foxtrot Tango X-Ray.
John F. Kennedy ground, Virgin 4, ready for pushback with information Hotel, requesting runway 13 right. Virgin 4, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Pushback approved, Virgin 4.
John F. Kennedy Tower, FedEx 397 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
FedEx 397 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy ground, Virgin 36, ready for pushback with information Hotel.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, FedEx 397 Heavy.
Virgin 36, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Virgin 36.
Qatari 702, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Qatari 702. John F. Kennedy ground, November 565 Papa uniform, ready for pushback with information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 212 Heavy, ready to taxi with information Hotel.
Delta 212 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. November 565 Papa uniform, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta 212 Heavy.
Pushback approved, November 565 Papa Uniform.
Emirates 10 Heavy, when able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Emirates 10 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Virgin 4, ready to taxi with Information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 2533, ready for pushback with Information Hotel, requesting runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 7307, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south.
Virgin 4, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Virgin 4. American 2533, give way to aircraft on your left. JetBlue 7307, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Turkish 8319, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left.
Give way to aircraft, American 2533.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Targalux 55 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information Hotel.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, JetBlue 7307.
FedEx 397 Heavy, when able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, FedEx 397 Heavy.
American 2533, pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, November 4 Bravo Golf, ready to taxi with Information Hotel.
Targalux 55 Heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left. Pushback approved. Targalux 55 Heavy.
Pushback approved, American 2533.
November 4 Bravo Golf, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Virgin 36, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with Information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 209 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information Hotel.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Turkish 8319, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left.
Virgin 36, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Pushback approved, American 209 Heavy.
Emirates 10 Heavy, taxi to Terminal 4 Gate B29 via Alpha, Golf, Bravo Bravo, Hotel, Hotel Bravo. Turkish 8319, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qatari 702, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Qatari 702, hold short of runway 4 left.
Holding short runway 4 left, Qatari 702.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Turkish 8319.
Virgin 4, request permission to cross runway 13 right. Virgin 4, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Virgin 4. Delta 212 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 212 Heavy.
November 565 Papa Uniform, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 565 Papa Uniform.
FedEx 397 Heavy, hold short of runway 4 left.
Holding short runway 4 left, FedEx 397 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Targalux 55 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with Information Hotel. Targalux 55 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Targalux 55 Heavy. Virgin 36, cross runway 13 right.
John F. Kennedy Ground, American 209 Heavy, ready to taxi with Information Hotel.
Crossing runway 13 right, Virgin 36.
Turkish 8319, when able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway. American 209 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Wilco, Turkish 8319. John F. Kennedy Tower, Air Canada 5587 is 8 nautical miles to the southwest of 2,200 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 left.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, American 209 Heavy.
FedEx 397 Heavy, cross runway 4 left.
Crossing runway 4 left, FedEx 397 Heavy.
Qatari 702, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Qatari 702.
Air Canada 5587, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Tower, United 1128, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
United 1128, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, United 1128. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Qatari 702.
John F. Kennedy ground, American 798 Heavy, ready for pushback with information hotel.
American 798 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, FedEx 397 Heavy, request taxi to D03 at the FedEx cargo apron. John F. Kennedy ground, American 2533, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information hotel.
Pushback approved, American 798 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Turkish 8319, request taxi to parking.
Taxiing to FedEx cargo apron D03, FedEx 397 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, Moxie 146, ready for pushback with information hotel. Moxie 146, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 9477 Victor, inbound on the visual runway 4 left.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, American 2533.
Turkish 8319, say intentions.
John F. Kennedy ground, Turkish 8319, request taxi to parking.
Turkish 8319, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Turkish 8319.
Qatari 702, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Qatari 702.
November 9477 Victor, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 976 Charlie Alpha, inbound on the visual runway 4 left.
Number 2, behind the traffic on final, November 9477 Victor. November 4 Bravo Golf, cross runway 13 right. American 2533, cross runway 13 right. American 209 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 4 Bravo Golf.
November 9477 Victor, wind 220 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 left, November 9477 Victor. American 798 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Moxie 146, give way to aircraft on your right.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, American 798 Heavy.
Give way to aircraft, Moxie 146. American 798 Heavy, give way to aircraft on your right.
Crossing runway 13 right, American 2533. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 565 Papa Uniform, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern.
Give way to aircraft, American 798 Heavy.
November 565 Papa Uniform, your number 3 for departure. Air Canada 5587, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9. United 1128, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, United 1128.
Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9, Air Canada 5587.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 976 Charlie Alpha, inbound on the visual runway 4 left.
November 4 Bravo Golf, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. November 4 Bravo Golf, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 4 Bravo Golf.
Moxie 146, request permission to cross runway 31 left. Virgin 36, your number 3 for departure.
Roger, Virgin 36.
Air Canada 5587, taxi to Terminal 4 Gate B34 via Hotel, Alpha, Kilo Foxtrot.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 Gate B34 via Hotel, Alpha, Kilo Foxtrot, Air Canada 5587.
Taxi to parking, United 1128.
American 798 Heavy, give way to aircraft on your left. Air Canada 5587, cross runway 13 right.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 212 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
November 976 Charlie Alpha, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. November 4 Bravo Golf, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Number 2, behind the traffic on final, November 976 Charlie Alpha. John F. Kennedy ground, November 771 Juliet Quebec, ready for pushback.
Holding short runway 4 left, Delta 212 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 887 is 8 nautical miles to the southwest at 2,600 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 left.
Moxie 146, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Moxie 146.
Crossing runway 13 right, American 798 Heavy.
American 209 Heavy, give way to aircraft on your left.
United 1128, request permission to cross runway 4 left.
Give way to aircraft, American 209 Heavy.
United 1128, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
John F. Kennedy Ground, November 771 Juliet, Quebec, ready to taxi to runway 4 left.
American 209 Heavy, please follow instructions.
Crossing runway 4 left, United 1128.
November 771 Juliet, Quebec, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 771 Juliet, Quebec.
Delta 887, go around, make left traffic runway 4 left.
Going around, make left traffic runway 4 left, Delta 887.
November 9477 Victor, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
American 209 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Wilco, November 9477 Victor. American 209 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, American 209 Heavy.
November 771 Juliet, Quebec, cross runway 13 right. Cargolux 55 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 771 Juliet, Quebec.
Delta 887, contact New York approach on 134.35. Crossing runway 13 right, Cargolux 55 Heavy.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Delta 887.
John F. Kennedy Ground, November 9477 Victor, request taxi to parking. Delta 212 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left. Virgin 36, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Delta 212 Heavy. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Virgin 36.
November 9477 Victor, give way to aircraft ahead. Give way to aircraft, November 9477 Victor. November 9477 Victor, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
John F. Kennedy Tower, FedEx 47 Heavy is 12 nautical miles to the southwest at 3,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right.
November 976 Charlie Alpha, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Taxi to parking, November 9477 Victor.
Wilco, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
FedEx 47 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, FedEx 47 Heavy.
Virgin 36, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Virgin 36.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Air India 2204, ready for pushback with information hotel, requesting runway 4 left.
Air India 2204, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Air India 2204.
John F. Kennedy Ground, November 976 Charlie Alpha, request taxi to parking.
November 976 Charlie Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
John F. Kennedy Ground, United 347 Heavy, ready for pushback with information hotel.
United 347 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Taxi to parking, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
Delta 212 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Virgin 36, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Pushback approved, United 347 Heavy. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta 212 Heavy. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Virgin 36.
November 565 Papa Uniform, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 565 Papa Uniform. John F. Kennedy Tower, American 2533, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
American 2533, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, American 2533.
November 565 Papa Uniform, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 565 Papa Uniform.
John F. Kennedy Ground, United 347 Heavy, ready to taxi with information hotel.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Air India 2204, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information hotel.
Delta 212 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Delta 212 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Condor 2311, ready for pushback with information hotel.
United 347 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, United 347 Heavy.
Air India 2204, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Condor 2311, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Condor 2311.
FedEx 47 Heavy, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Air India 2204.
November 565 Papa Uniform, contact New York departure on 123.7. American 2533, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, American 2533.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Moxie 146, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Wilco, FedEx 47 Heavy.
Moxie 146, line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Moxie 146.
John F. Kennedy Ground, FedEx 47 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 798 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
FedEx 47 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Moxie 146, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. American 798 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 898 X-ray Papa is 12 nautical miles to the southwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right. American 2533, contact New York departure on 123.7. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Moxie 146. FedEx 47 Heavy, hold short of runway 4 left. November 898 X-ray Papa, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
United 347 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 31 left.
Hold short of runway 4 left, FedEx 47 Heavy. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, American 2533.
American 910 Victor Alpha, is on final runway 4 left. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 898 X-ray Papa. Air India 2204, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Air India 2204.
American 910 Victor Alpha, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Condor 2311, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Condor 2311, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Condor 2311.
American 798 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Moxie 146, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, American 798 Heavy.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Moxie 146.
John F. Kennedy Ground, RAFA 8, ready for pushback with information hotel.
RAFA 8, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, RAFA 8. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 771 Juliet, Quebec, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 209 Heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern.
American 209 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, American 209 Heavy.
FedEx 47 Heavy, cross runway 13 right, please expedite.
Crossing runway 13 right, FedEx 47 Heavy.
November 771 Juliet, Quebec, your number 2 for departure.
American 798 Heavy, request frequency change.
Roger, November 771 Juliet, Quebec.
American 209 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. John F. Kennedy ground, Air China 915 Super, ready for pushback with information hotel. American 798 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7. Air China 915 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, JetBlue 8114, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, American 209 Heavy.
Pushback approved, Air China 915 Super. JetBlue 8114, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Condor 2311, request permission to cross runway 31 left. Pushback approved, JetBlue 8114.
John F. Kennedy ground, Turkish 8319, ready for pushback.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 887 is 9 nautical miles to the southwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 left.
Condor 2311, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Condor 2311.
Turkish 8319, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Turkish 8319.
Delta 887, wind 220 at 7, number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Delta 887.
November 771 Juliet, Quebec, line up and wait runway 4 left. American 209 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 771 Juliet, Quebec.
November 898 X-ray Papa, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, November 898 X-ray Papa. John F. Kennedy Tower, Targalux 55 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south. November 771 Juliet, Quebec, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. American 910 Victor Alpha, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 771 Juliet, Quebec.
Targalux 55 Heavy, hold short of runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy ground, November 898 X-ray Papa, request taxi to gate A06 at the Terminal 4. Holding short runway 4 left, Targalux 55 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Air China 915 Super, ready to taxi with information hotel.
John F. Kennedy ground, Rafa 8, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Air China 915 Super, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9, American 910 Victor Alpha.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Rafa 8.
John F. Kennedy ground, American 910 Victor Alpha, request taxi to parking. November 898 X-ray Papa, taxi to Terminal 4 gate A06, hold short of 4 right 22 left. American 910 Victor Alpha, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
John F. Kennedy ground, JetBlue 8114, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 gate A06, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, November 898 X-ray Papa, Turkish 8319, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Turkish 8319.
JetBlue 8114, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, JetBlue 8114.
Air China 915 Super, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Air China 915 Super. JetBlue 8114, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, JetBlue 8114.
Air China 915 Super, give way to aircraft on your left. Give way to aircraft, Air China 915 Super. Targalux 55 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Targalux 55 Heavy. Delta 887, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
John F. Kennedy ground, November 135 November Whiskey, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Ref 8, cross runway 13 right.
Wilco, Delta 887. Crossing runway 13 right, Rafa 8.
November 135 November Whiskey, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 135 November Whiskey.
John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 1524, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
Targalux 55 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Targalux 55 Heavy. JetBlue 1524, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 321, ready for pushback with information hotel. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, JetBlue 1524. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 887, request taxi to gate B47 at the Terminal 4.
Delta 321, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Delta 321.
Delta 887, taxi to Terminal 4 gate B47 via Golf Golf, Bravo, Hotel Bravo.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 gate B47 via Golf Golf, Bravo, Hotel Bravo, Delta 887.
United 347 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, United 347 Heavy.
Targalux 55 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Targalux 55 Heavy. United 347 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Air India 2204, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, United 347 Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Air India 2204.
Turkish 8319, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Turkish 8319, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Turkish 8319.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Condor 2311, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing west.
Condor 2311, line up and wait runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy ground, Jordanian 262 Heavy, ready for pushback with information hotel. Air India 2204, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. November 898 X-ray Papa, request permission to cross runway 13 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Air India 2204.
United 347 Heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7. November 898 X-ray Papa, cross runway 13 left.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, United 347 Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Condor 2311.
Jordanian 262 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Crossing runway 13 left, November 898 X-ray Papa. Pushback approved, Jordanian 262 Heavy. JetBlue 1524, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Air India 2204, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Wilco, JetBlue 1524.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Air India 2204.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Condor 2311.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air China 915 Super, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern. Delta 321, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Air China 915 Super, your number 3 for departure.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta 321.
Roger, Air China 915 Super. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 8036, ready for pushback with information hotel, requesting runway 4 left. Delta 8036, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. November 898 X-ray Papa, request permission to cross runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, JetBlue 1524, request taxi to parking.
JetBlue 1524, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 268, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left.
November 898 X-ray Papa, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Taxi to parking, JetBlue 1524.
Crossing runway 4 left, November 898 X-ray Papa. JetBlue 268, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, JetBlue 268.
Condor 2311, contact New York departure on 123.7. JetBlue 8114, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Air China 915 Super, line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Air China 915 Super, JetBlue 1524, hold short of runway 4 left.
Hold short of runway 4 left, JetBlue 1524. John F. Kennedy Tower, RAFA 8, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing north.
November 135 November Whiskey, cross runway 13 right. Delta 321, cross runway 13 right. John F. Kennedy ground, Jordanian 262 heavy, ready to taxi with information hotel. Turkish 8319, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, Turkish 8319.
RAF 8, your number 3 for departure. JetBlue 8114, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Roger, Rafa 8. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, JetBlue 8114.
Air China 915 Super, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Air China 915 Super, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff, make left traffic. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Air China 915 Super. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Jordanian 262 heavy. Air China 915 Super, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Air China 915 Super.
Going around, JetBlue 268.
JetBlue 268, Roger, make left traffic runway 4 left.
Roger, JetBlue 268.
Turkish 8319, line up and wait runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy ground, November 39452, ready to taxi to runway 13 right with information hotel.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Turkish 8319.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 8036, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information hotel. JetBlue 1524, cross runway 4 left.
Crossing runway 4 left, JetBlue 1524.
Delta 8036, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. November 39452, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 363, ready for pushback with information hotel. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta 8036. Delta 363, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 39452. JetBlue 268, contact New York approach on 134.35. Pushback approved, Delta 363.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, JetBlue 268.
Air China 915 Super, contact New York approach on 134.35. Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Air China 915 Super.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 321, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing north. Roger, Delta 321. John F. Kennedy ground, American 1282, ready to taxi to runway 13 right with information hotel.
John F. Kennedy ground, Itero 11, ready for pushback with information hotel. American 1282, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, American 1282.
Itero 11, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Pushback approved, Itero 11. Delta 321, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Delta 321.
RAF 8, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, RAF 8.
Turkish 8319, contact New York departure on 123.7.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 135 November Whiskey, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing south. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Turkish 8319.
November 135 November Whiskey, your number 3 for departure.
Roger, November 135 November Whiskey.
Delta 321, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. RAF 8, contact New York departure on 123.7. November 135 November Whiskey, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, RAF 8. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta 321.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 135 November Whiskey.
John F. Kennedy ground, Itero 11, ready to taxi with information hotel. Jordanian 262 heavy, request permission to cross runway 13 right. Jordanian 262 heavy, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Jordanian 262 heavy. Delta 8036. Cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 8036. Itero 11, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Itero 11. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 363, ready to taxi with information hotel. Delta 363, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. John F. Kennedy ground, Egypt Air 986, ready for pushback with information hotel, requesting runway 4 left. Egypt Air 986, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta 363. Pushback approved, Egypt Air 986. American 1282, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, American 1282.
Itero 11, cross runway 13 right. November 39452, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Itero 11. November 135 November Whiskey, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 321, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 135 November Whiskey.
John F. Kennedy ground, United 227, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 39452. United 227, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy ground, JetBlue 197, ready for pushback with information hotel. John F. Kennedy Tower, Jordanian 262 heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Pushback approved, United 227.
JetBlue 197, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Jordanian 262 heavy, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. November 135 November Whiskey, contact New York departure on 123.7. Pushback approved, JetBlue 197. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Jordanian 262 heavy.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, November 135 November Whiskey.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 8036, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south. Delta 8036, line up and wait runway 4 left. Delta 363, request permission to cross runway 31 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Delta 8036. Delta 363, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 363.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 1282, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern. John F. Kennedy ground, United 227, ready to taxi with information hotel.
American 1282, your number 2 for departure. Delta 8036, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Roger, American 1282.
Jordanian 262 heavy, contact New York departure on 123.7. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Jordanian 262 heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 363, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east. United 227, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, United 227.
Delta 363, your number 3 for departure.
John F. Kennedy ground, American 81, ready for pushback with information hotel.
Roger, Delta 363. American 1282, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, American 1282.
American 81, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. United 227, cross runway 13 right.
Pushback approved, American 81.
John F. Kennedy ground, Egypt Air 986, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information hotel.
Crossing runway 13 right, United 227.
Egypt Air 986, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, Egypt Air 986. John F. Kennedy Tower, Itero 11, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east. Itero 11, your number 3 for departure. Roger, Itero 11. John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 197, ready to taxi with information hotel. Delta 8036, contact New York departure on 123.7. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Delta 8036. American 1282, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff, make left traffic. Delta 363, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, American 1282.
JetBlue 197, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, JetBlue 197. American 1282, please follow instructions. American 1282, contact New York approach on 134.35. November 39452, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, American 1282.
Delta 363, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Itero 11, line up and wait runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Northwest 1123 is 8 nautical miles to the southwest of 2,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta 363. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Itero 11. United 1411, say intentions. Northwest 1123, wind 220 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. United 1411, is on final runway 4 right.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Northwest 1123.
Roger, November 39452. United 1411, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, United 1411. American 81, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Itero 11, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, American 81.
Delta 363, contact New York departure on 123.7. Contacting New York departure on 123.7, Delta 363. Egypt Air 986, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Egypt Air 986. JetBlue 197, cross runway 13 right. Egypt Air 986, give way to aircraft on your left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, United 227, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 618 Romeo Lima is 11 nautical miles to the southwest of 3,700 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right.
United 227, line up and wait runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 268, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left.
JetBlue 268, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Wilco, United 1411.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 618 Romeo Lima.
Itero 11, contact New York departure on 123.7. United 227, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. JetBlue 1602, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, JetBlue 1602.
John F. Kennedy Ground, United 1411, request taxi to parking. Crossing runway 13 right, JetBlue 197. United 1411, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, United 1411. United 1411, hold short of runway 4 left. Hold short of runway 4 left, United 1411. United 1411, cross runway 4 left, please expedite. Northwest 1123, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 405 Echo Romeo, inbound on the GPS runway 4 right.
Crossing runway 4 left, United 1411. Air China 915 Super, is on final runway 4 left, full stop. United 227, contact New York departure on 123.7.
Wilco, Northwest 1123.
Contacting New York departure on 123.7, United 227.
Air China 915 Super, wind 220 at 7, number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Northwest 1123, request taxi to parking.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Air China 915 Super. November 405 Echo Romeo, wind 220 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 405 Echo Romeo.
Northwest 1123, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Northwest 1123.
Northwest 1123, hold short of runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 1602, ready to taxi with Information Hotel.
Hold short of runway 4 left, Northwest 1123.
JetBlue 1602, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. American 81, cross runway 13 right.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, JetBlue 1602. Crossing runway 13 right, American 81.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 39452, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern. November 39452, hold short of runway 4 left. Holding short runway 4 left, November 39452. November 39452, line up and wait runway 4 left. November 39452, disregard last message. November 39452, hold short of runway 4 left. Holding short runway 4 left, November 39452.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Singapore 771 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information Hotel, requesting runway 4 left.
JetBlue 268, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Singapore 771 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Singapore 771 Heavy. Wilco, JetBlue 268.
JetBlue 268, please expedite.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 454 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
November 618 Romeo Lima, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Eva 1023 Super, ready for pushback with Information Hotel. Wilco, November 618 Romeo Lima.
American 454 Heavy, wind 220 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, American 454 Heavy.
November 39452, line up and wait runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Delta 420 Heavy, ready for pushback with Information Hotel. November 630 Mark Kilo, is on final runway 4 right.
Eva 1023 Super, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 39452. Delta 420 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Eva 1023 Super.
Pushback approved, Delta 420 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 268, request taxi to gate 12 at the Terminal 5.
November 405 Echo Romeo, maintain best forward speed.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 630 Mark Kilo. Unable, November 405 Echo Romeo. Delta 5163, is on final runway 4 left.
Delta 5163, wind 220 at 7. Number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Air China 915 Super, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
American 81, request frequency change.
Wilco, Air China 915 Super, Northwest 1123, cross runway 4 left, please expedite. November 618 Romeo Lima, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Crossing runway 4 left, Northwest 1123.
Air China 915 Super, taxi to parking, at your discretion. JetBlue 268, taxi to Terminal 5 Gate 12 via Golf. Taxi to parking, Air China 915 Super.
Crossing runway 13 right, JetBlue 1602.
American 81, you were already instructed to change frequency. November 618 Romeo Lima, hold short of runway 4 left.
Hold short of runway 4 left, November 618 Romeo Lima.
November 39452, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 39452.
Going around, make right traffic runway 4 right, American 454 Heavy.
November 618 Romeo Lima, request permission to cross runway 4 left.
Eva 1023 Super, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Singapore 771 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with Information Hotel.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Eva 1023 Super.
November 618 Romeo Lima, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 4 left, November 618 Romeo Lima.
American 81, your number 3 for departure.
Roger, American 81.
Singapore 771 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Singapore 771 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 420 Heavy, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Delta 420 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Delta 420 Heavy.
JetBlue 197, line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, JetBlue 197.
John F. Kennedy Tower, land Chile 1123 Heavy is 17 nautical miles to the southwest at 4,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Egypt Air 986, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing east. Land Chile 1123 Heavy, contact New York approach on 134.35.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 5163, request taxi to parking.
JetBlue 197, wind 220 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Egypt Air 986, line up and wait runway 4 left. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Egypt Air 986.
John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 8114, inbound on the GPS runway 4 right with information hotel.
Delta 5163, give way to aircraft ahead. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, JetBlue 197. Delta 5163, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
Taxi to parking, Delta 5163.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 39452 is 5 nautical miles to the northwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 437 Heavy is 8 nautical miles to the southwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, test flight 283, ready to taxi with information hotel. JetBlue 8114, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, JetBlue 8114.
Delta 437 Heavy, wind 220 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Delta 437 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 1602, ready for
Delta 420 heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 420 heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, November 630 Mike Kilo, request taxi to parking.
JetBlue 1602, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. John F. Kennedy Tower, test flight 283, ready for departure in sequence at runway 13 right, departing straight out. Delta 437 heavy, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Delta 437 heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Singapore 771 heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east. John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 1602, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Test flight 283, line up and wait runway 13 right. Line up and wait runway 13 right, test flight 283. JetBlue 1602, hold short of runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy ground, United 1411, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information hotel.
Holding short runway 4 left, JetBlue 1602.
United 1411, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, United 1411. JetBlue 1602, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, JetBlue 1602.
JetBlue 8114, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 02, hold short of 4 right 22 left.
Taxiing to Terminal 1 Gate 02, will hold short of 4 right 22 left, JetBlue 8114.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 13 right, test flight 283. Land Chile 1123 heavy, Roger, make left traffic runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, EVA 1023 Super, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing west. Roger, Land Chile 1123 heavy.
Land Chile 1123 heavy, contact New York approach on 134.35. EVA 1023 Super, your number 3 for departure.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 1282 is 4 nautical miles to the southwest at 1,300 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel, requesting runway 4 right.
United 1411, request permission to cross runway 31 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Singapore 771 heavy.
United 1411, cross runway 13 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 437 heavy, request taxi to gate 03 at the Terminal 1.
Singapore 771 heavy, hold short of runway 4 left.
Holding short runway 4 left, Singapore 771 heavy.
JetBlue 1602, please expedite.
JetBlue 8114, request permission to cross runway 4 left.
Air France 23 Super, go around, make left traffic runway 4 left.
Going around, make left traffic runway 4 left, Air France 23 Super.
Delta 437 heavy, taxi to Terminal 1 Gate 03 via Hotel, Alpha, November. JetBlue 1602, cancel takeoff clearance, hold position.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air India 101 Heavy is 13 nautical miles to the west at 2,600 feet, inbound for landing.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 39452 is 9 nautical miles to the southwest at 2,000 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel. Air France 23 Super, turn crosswind. Air France 23 Super, contact New York approach on 134.35.
John F. Kennedy Tower, American 1282 is 2 nautical miles to the south at 500 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel, requesting runway 4 right. Contacting New York approach on 134.35, Air France 23 Super.
American 1282, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared for the option, after the option, make right traffic.
Number 1, cleared for the option, runway 4 right, American 1282.
Singapore 771 heavy, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Singapore 771 heavy.
November 39452, enter straight and runway 4 left. Enter straight and runway 4 left, November 39452. November 39452, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, November 39452. John F. Kennedy Tower, test flight 283 is 8 nautical miles to the south at 5,000 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel, requesting runway 4 left.
Enter straight in, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on final, Hotel Kilo 556 Echo.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air India 101 Heavy is 6 nautical miles to the northwest at 6,200 feet, inbound for landing.
Air India 101 Heavy, check ATIS frequency for airfield information.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Speedbird 112 Heavy, ready to taxi with information hotel.
Test flight 283, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Enter right downwind runway 4 right, test flight 283. Air India 101 Heavy, enter right downwind runway 4 right.
Enter right downwind runway 4 right, Air India 101 Heavy.
Air France 23 Super, enter left downwind runway 4 left.
Enter left downwind runway 4 left, Air France 23 Super.
Singapore 771 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Singapore 771 Heavy, good day.
American 1282, number 2, traffic to follow is on right downwind. Test flight 283, requesting change to runway 4 left.
Number 2, behind the traffic on right downwind, American 1282.
JetBlue 8114, hold short of runway 4 left.
Hold short of runway 4 left, JetBlue 8114.
Speedbird 112 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. EVA 1023 Super, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Speedbird 112 Heavy.
Test flight 283, unable.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, EVA 1023 Super.
Hotel Kilo 556 Echo, maintain slowest practical speed.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 420 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Maintain slowest practical speed, Hotel Kilo 556 Echo.
November 39452, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. EVA 1023 Super, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff. Wilco, November 39452.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, EVA 1023 Super.
November 39452, frequency change approved, good day. Delta 420 Heavy, hold short of runway 4 left. Frequency change approved November 39452, good day. Test flight 283, is on right base runway 4 right, touch and go. Singapore 374, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Air France 23 Super, number 3, traffic to follow is on left base.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 2466, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left with information hotel.
Delta 2466, enter straight in runway 4 right. Test flight 283, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Enter straight in runway 4 right, Delta 2466.
Delta 2466, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, test flight 283. Test flight 283, wind 100 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared for the option, after the option, make right traffic.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Delta 2466.
Number 3, behind the traffic on left base, Air France 23 Super.
EVA 1023 Super, contact New York approach on 134.35.
Contacting New York approach on 134.35, EVA 1023 Super.
American 1282, please follow instructions.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air India 101 Heavy is 6 nautical miles to the south at 3,400 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy Tower, United 1411, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south. Air India 101 Heavy, enter right downwind runway 4 right, number 4, traffic to follow is on final. Air India 101 Heavy, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. American 1282, number 4, traffic to follow is on right crosswind.
Number 4, behind the traffic on right crosswind, American 1282.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 39452 is 7 nautical miles to the northwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for touch and go with information hotel. Hotel Kilo 556 Echo, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. United 1411, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Wilco, Hotel Kilo 556 Echo.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, United 1411. Air France 23 Super, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Singapore 374, wind 100 at 7, number 2, runway 13 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Air France 23 Super.
Singapore 374, wind 100 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land. November 39452, enter left downwind runway 4 left. Number 3, traffic to follow is on left downwind. Enter left downwind, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on left downwind. November 39452. JetBlue 8114, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 4 left, JetBlue 8114.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Hotel Kilo 556 Echo, request taxi to Hardstand 61X at the Terminal 4.
Hotel Kilo 556 Echo, taxi to Terminal 4 Hardstand 61X via Alpha, Golf, Bravo Bravo. Delta 420 Heavy, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 Hardstand 61X via Alpha, Golf, Bravo Bravo, Hotel Kilo 556 Echo.
United 1411, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta 420 Heavy.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, United 1411. Test flight 283, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, test flight 283. November 39452, please follow instructions. November 39452, please follow instructions or you will be reported. Delta 420 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. United 1411, wind 100 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved Delta 420 Heavy, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, United 1411. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 39452 is 5 nautical miles to the southwest at 3,000 feet, inbound for landing with information hotel. November 39452, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Enter right downwind runway 4 right, November 39452. United 227, say intentions. Delta 2466, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on base.
Wilco, Delta 2466.
Speedbird 112 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 31 left.
Test flight 283, go around, make right traffic runway 4 right. Going around, make right traffic runway 4 right, test flight 283. Speedbird 112 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Speedbird 112 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, United 227 is 9 nautical miles to the southwest at 4,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right.
United 227, enter straight and runway 4 right.
Enter straight in runway 4 right, United 227.
Test flight 283, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. United 227, wind 100 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, test flight 283.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, United 227.
United 1411, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved United 1411, good day. Test flight 283, wind 100 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared for the option.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air India 2204, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left with information hotel.
Number 2, cleared for the option, runway 4 right, test flight 283.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Delta 2466, request taxi to gate B26 at the Terminal 4.
Air India 2204, enter left base runway 4 left. Delta 2466, taxi to Terminal 4 gate B26, hold short of 4 left 22 right.
Enter left base runway 4 left, Air India 2204.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 Gate B26, will hold short at 4 left 22 right, Delta 2466.
QJ69, say intentions. John F. Kennedy Tower, QJ69, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left. Air India 2204, number 3, traffic to follow is on left base. Singapore 374, is on final runway 4 left, full stop.
Number 3, behind the traffic on left base, Air India 2204.
QJ69, enter left base runway 4 left. Number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 137 Echo Victor, inbound on the ILS runway 13 left.
Singapore 374, Roger. Enter left base, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on final. QJ69. Air India 2204, wind 100 at 7. Number 3, runway 4 left, cleared to land. QJ69, wind 100 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Air India 2204.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 left, QJ69. November 137 Echo Victor, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Number 3, traffic to follow is on right downwind.
John F. Kennedy Tower, speedbird 112 heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Delta 2466, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 4 left, Delta 2466.
Enter right downwind, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on right downwind, November 137 Echo Victor. Line up and wait runway 4 left, speedbird 112 heavy.
November 137 Echo Victor, wind 100 at 7. Number 3, runway 4 right, cleared to land. United 227, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 137 Echo Victor.
Speedbird 112 heavy, wind 100 at 7. Runway 4 left, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, speedbird 112 heavy.
Speedbird 112 heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, speedbird 112 heavy, good day.
Singapore 374, when able turn left and contact ground. Please expedite, traffic on final. QJ69, go around, make left traffic runway 4 left. Going around, make left traffic runway 4 left, QJ69. Wilco, Singapore 374. John F. Kennedy Ground, Singapore 374, request taxi to the Terminal 1. Test Flight 283, is on final runway 13 right, touch and go. Singapore 374, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Test Flight 283, Roger. Taxi to parking, Singapore 374. Test flight 283, disregard last message. QJet 69, is on left downwind runway 4 left, full stop. QJet 69, please follow instructions. QJet 69, enter left downwind runway 4 left. Enter left downwind runway 4 left, QJet 69. QJet 69, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, QJet 69. QJet 69, wind 110 at 7, number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 left, QJet 69. John F. Kennedy Tower, switch 110 flight of 2, inbound on the visual runway 4 left. Switch 110 flight of 2, enter straight in runway 4 left, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. November 137 Echo Victor, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Enter straight in, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on final, switch 110 flight of 2.
Number 3, behind the traffic on final, November 137 Echo Victor.
Switch 110 flight of 2, wind 110 at 7, number 2, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Switch 110 flight of 2, disregard last message. November 137 Echo Victor, disregard last message. November 137 Echo Victor, wind 110 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 137 Echo Victor.
Switch 110 flight of 2, enter straight in runway 4 left, number 3, traffic to follow is on left base. Enter straight in, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on left base, switch 110 flight of 2. Switch 110 flight of 2, wind 110 at 7, number 3, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 left, switch 110 flight of 2.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Hawaii 9214 is 23 nautical miles to the west at 6,900 feet, inbound for landing.
Air India 2204, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Going around, test flight 283. Hawaiian 9214, enter left base runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Alaska 330, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
Wilco, Air India 2204.
Test flight 283, Roger, make right traffic runway 4 right.
Enter left base runway 4 right, Hawaii 9214.
Roger, test flight 283. Test flight 283, please check the user guide from the home screen for help using ATC instructions. Primo 3 Heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Turkish 112 Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 4 left.
Hawaiian 9214, number 2, traffic to follow is on right downwind. John F. Kennedy Ground, land Chile 533, ready to taxi to runway 4 left.
Number 2, behind the traffic on right downwind, Hawaii 9214.
Turkish 112 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Turkish 112 Heavy.
Land Chile 533, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Hawaiian 9214, wind 110 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Taxiing to runway 4 left, land Chile 533. Primo 3 Heavy, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Hawaii 9214.
Alaska 330, enter straight in runway 4 right. Number 3, traffic to follow is on left base.
Enter straight in, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on left base, Alaska 330.
Alaska 330, wind 110 at 7. Number 3, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Alaska 330.
John F. Kennedy Airport, ATIS Information India, time 0323 Zulu, wind 080 at 7, visibility 10, temperature 18, dew point 16, altimeter 3015 landing runway 4 right, departing runway 4 left advise on initial contact. You have Information India. November 137 Echo Victor, turn base.
Turning base, November 137 Echo Victor. John F. Kennedy Tower, Primo 3 Heavy is 13 nautical miles to the south at 16,800 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right. John F. Kennedy Ground, Turkish 112 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left.
November 976 Charlie Alpha, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Turkish 112 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Wilco, November 976 Charlie Alpha. Taxi into runway 4 left, Turkish 112 Heavy.
Land Chile 533, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, land Chile 533. Turkish 112 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Turkish 112 Heavy.
Alaska 330, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Alaska 330.
Hawaiian 9214, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Hawaii 9214. November 137 Echo Victor, is on final runway 4 right.
November 137 Echo Victor, Roger.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Emirates, ready for pushback.
Emirates, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Emirates.
Land Chile 533, request frequency change. Land Chile 533, you were already instructed to change frequency.
John F. Kennedy Tower, China Southern 289 Heavy, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy Tower, land Chile 533, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south. China Southern 289 Heavy, enter straight in runway 4 right. Number 3, traffic to follow is on final.
Enter straight in, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on final, China Southern 289 Heavy.
Land Chile 533, wind 110 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Cathay 843 Heavy, ready for pushback.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, land Chile 533. China Southern 289 Heavy, wind 110 at 7, number 3, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Cathay 843 Heavy, Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 right, China Southern 289 heavy. Pushback approved, Cathay 843 heavy.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Turkish 112 heavy, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Turkish 112 heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Emirates, ready to taxi. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Turkish 112 heavy.
Emirates, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Emirates.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941 is 32 nautical miles to the northeast at 11,900 feet. Inbound for landing with information India. Requesting runway 4 right. Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Enter right downwind runway 4 right, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. November 137 Echo Victor, when able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway. Turkish 112 heavy, wind 110 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Land Chile 533, frequency change approved, good day.
Wilco, November 137 Echo Victor. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Turkish 112 heavy.
Frequency change approved, land Chile 533, good day. Delta 374, say intentions.
John F. Kennedy Ground, November 137 Echo Victor, request taxi to stand 02 at the JetBlue maintenance apron.
November 137 Echo Victor, taxi to JetBlue maintenance apron stand 02.
Taxi into JetBlue maintenance apron stand 02, November 137 Echo Victor.
November 137 Echo Victor, cross runway 4 left, please expedite. Turkish 112 heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved, Turkish 112 heavy, good day. Thank you, good day, Turkish 112 heavy.
Alaska 330, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Alaska 330.
Crossing runway 4 left, November 137 Echo Victor.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Cathay 843 heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left.
Cathay 843 heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Cathay 843 heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, All Nippon 771, ready for pushback with information India, requesting runway 13 left.
All Nippon 771, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Emirates, cross runway 13 right.
Pushback approved, All Nippon 771. Crossing runway 13 right, Emirates.
Alaska 330, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Alaska 330, request permission to cross runway 4 left. Crossing runway 4 left, Alaska 330. John F. Kennedy Ground, Alaska 330, request taxi to gate 07W of the Terminal 7.
Alaska 330, taxi to Terminal 7 Gate 07W via Echo Alpha, Alpha, Victor Alpha.
Taxiing to Terminal 7 Gate 07W via Echo Alpha, Alpha, Victor Alpha, Alaska 330.
Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, wind 110 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. China Southern 289 Heavy, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, China Southern 289 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Brickyard 5765, ready for pushback with information India.
Brickyard 5765, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Brickyard 5765.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Condor 929, ready for pushback with information India.
Condor 929, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Emirates, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern.
Pushback approved, Condor 929.
John F. Kennedy Ground, China Southern 289 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Emirates, wind 110 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff, make right traffic.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Emirates.
China Southern 289 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion.
John F. Kennedy Ground, All Nippon 771, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information India.
Taxi to parking, China Southern 289 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Ground, Qantas 761 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 13 right with information India.
All Nippon 771, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, All Nippon 771.
China Southern 289 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 31 right.
Qantas 761 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Qantas 761 Heavy.
China Southern 289 Heavy, cross runway 13 left.
Crossing runway 13 left, China Southern 289 Heavy.
China Southern 289 Heavy, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 4 left, China Southern 289 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, all Nippon 9885, ready for pushback with information India.
Delta 3433, you're in an active airspace. Please contact John F. Kennedy Tower on 119.1. All Nippon 9885, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, all Nippon 9885.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 3433, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right. Delta 3433, enter straight in runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Brickyard 5765, ready to taxi with information India.
Delta 3433, number 2, traffic to follow is on right base. Brickyard 5765, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. Number 2, behind the traffic on right base. Delta 3433.
Taxi into runway 4 left, Brickyard 5765.
Emirates, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Number 3, traffic to follow is on right base. Delta 3433, wind 110 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Delta 3433, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead.
John F. Kennedy ground, Condor 929, ready to taxi with information India.
Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Delta 3433. Condor 929, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready. Brickyard 5765, cross runway 13 right.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Condor 929.
Enter right downwind, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on right base, Emirates. Crossing runway 13 right, Brickyard 5765.
Emirates, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Emirates.
Condor 929, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Condor 929.
Canter 761 heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Qantas 761 Heavy. Thank you, good day, China Southern 289 Heavy.
John F. Kennedy ground, all Nippon 9885, ready to taxi with information India.
All Nippon 9885, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, all Nippon 9885.
Nippon 9885, cross runway 13 right. All Nippon 771, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, all Nippon 9885. Crossing runway 13 right, all Nippon 771.
Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9. Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. John F. Kennedy ground, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, request taxi to gate 14A at the Terminal 5. Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, taxi to Terminal 5 gate 14A via Foxtrot.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Brickyard 5765, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
Taxiing to Terminal 5 gate 14A via Foxtrot, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. Romeo Papa Charlie 8941, cross runway 4 left, please expedite. Crossing runway 4 left, Romeo Papa Charlie 8941. Brickyard 5765, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Brickyard 5765.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Condor 929, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Condor 929, your number 2 for departure.
Roger, Condor 929.
Brickyard 5765, wind 220 at 9, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Brickyard 5765. John F. Kennedy Tower, all Nippon 9885, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Condor 929, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Condor 929.
All Nippon 9885, your number 4 for departure.
Emirates, is on final runway 4 right. Roger, all Nippon 9885.
Emirates, Roger. Cathay 843 heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Cathay 843 heavy.
Condor 929, wind 130 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Brickyard 5765, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Condor 929.
Frequency change approved, Brickyard 5765, good day.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qantas 761 heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out. John F. Kennedy ground, Air France 006 heavy, ready for pushback with information India.
Qantas 761 heavy, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Air France 006 heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Qantas 761 heavy. Pushback approved, Air France 006 heavy.
Condor 929, Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved Condor 929. Good day.
Emirates. When able turn left. Contact ground on the taxiway. John F. Kennedy ground. November 818 Lima Charlie Super. Ready for pushback with information India. Requesting runway 4 left.
Wilco, Emirates.
November 818 Lima Charlie Super. Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left. Pushback approved. November 818 Lima Charlie Super.
John F. Kennedy ground. Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Ready for pushback with information India.
November 818 Lima Charlie Super. Give way to aircraft on your right. Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left. Give way to aircraft. November 818 Lima Charlie Super.
Pushback approved. Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango.
Canter 761 Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
John F. Kennedy ground. Emirates. Request taxi to parking.
All Nippon 9885. Wind 120 at 7. Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 4 left. All Nippon 9885.
Emirates. Taxi to parking. At your discretion.
Taxi to parking. Emirates.
Emirates. Hold short of runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, all Nippon 12, ready for pushback with information India.
All Nippon 12. Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left.
Hold short of runway 4 left. Emirates.
Pushback approved, all Nippon 12. John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 965 Victor Alpha, ready for pushback with information India.
Delta 965 Victor Alpha. Pushback approved. Expect runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, all Nippon 771, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern.
Pushback approved, Delta 965 Victor Alpha.
All Nippon 771. Line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, all Nippon 771.
Emirates. Cross runway 4 left.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Endeavour 5179 is 20 nautical miles to the southwest at 13,200 feet, inbound for landing.
Crossing runway 4 left, Emirates.
Endeavour 5179. Enter left base runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango, ready to taxi with information India.
Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango.
Endeavour 5179. Wind 120 at 7. Number 1. Runway 4 right. Cleared to land. All Nippon 9885. Frequency change approved. Good day. John F. Kennedy Tower. Austrian 87 Heavy is 34 nautical miles to the east at 9,600 feet. Inbound for landing with information India. Requesting runway 4 right. All Nippon 771. Wind 120 at 7. Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved all Nippon 9885. Good day. Thank you. Good day. All Nippon 9885.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Endeavour 5179 is 14 nautical miles to the southwest at 8,600 feet, inbound for landing.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, all Nippon 771.
Endeavour 5179. Enter left base runway 4 right. Austrian 87 Heavy. Enter right downwind runway 4 right.
Enter left base runway 4 right, Endeavour 5179.
Enter right downwind runway 4 right. Austrian 87 Heavy. Endeavour 5179. Wind 120 at 7. Number 1. Runway 4 right. Cleared to land. Austrian 87 Heavy. Number 2. Traffic to follow is on left base.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Endeavour 5179.
Number 2. Behind the traffic on left base. Austrian 87 Heavy. Austrian 87 Heavy. Wind 120 at 7. Number 2. Runway 4 right. Cleared to land. Number 2. Cleared to land. Runway 4 right. Austrian 87 Heavy. Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 965 Victor Alpha, ready to taxi with information India. John F. Kennedy ground, Air France 006 Heavy, ready to taxi with information India.
All Nippon 771, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved. All Nippon 771, good day.
Air France 006 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left. John F. Kennedy Airport, ATIS information Juliet, time 03540, wind 090 at 7, visibility 10, temperature 18, viewpoint 16, altimeter 3014 landing runways 4 right and 4 left, departing runway 4 left, dart advise on initial contact, you have information Juliet.
John F. Kennedy ground, Oman Air 112, ready for pushback with information Juliet.
Oman Air 112, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Oman Air 112.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy is 28 nautical miles to the northwest at 8,000 feet, inbound for landing.
Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy, enter left downwind runway 4 right, number 3, traffic to follow is on left downwind.
John F. Kennedy ground, November 872 X-ray Delta, ready to taxi with information India. Enter left downwind, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on left downwind, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
John F. Kennedy Airport, ATIS information Juliet, time 03550, wind 090 at 7, visibility 10, temperature 18, viewpoint 16, altimeter 3014 remarks, no right aircraft accepted at this time landing runways 4 right and 4 left, departing runway 4 left advise on initial contact, you have information Juliet. John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 116 Victor Alpha is 26 nautical miles to the northwest at 10,800 feet, inbound for landing with information India.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 872 X-ray Delta.
John F. Kennedy ground, November 818 Lima Charlie Super, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information India. John F. Kennedy ground, FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, ready for pushback, requesting runway 13 left. Delta 116 Victor Alpha, enter left downwind runway 4 right, number 4, traffic to follow is on left downwind. Enter left downwind, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on left downwind, Delta 116 Victor Alpha. November 818 Lima Charlie Super, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 818 Lima Charlie Super. Emirates 454, give way to aircraft on your right. Give way to aircraft, Emirates 454.
John F. Kennedy ground, Oman Air 112, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information Juliet. Holding position, Delta 2049.
Air France 006 Heavy, cross runway 13 right. Pushback approved, Emirates 454. All Nippon 12, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Oman Air 112, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Oman Air 112. Give way to aircraft, Delta 2049.
Cathay 843 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
John F. Kennedy ground, All Nippon 121, ready for pushback with information Juliet. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango.
November 231, enter left downwind runway 4 right. All Nippon 121, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Enter left downwind runway 4 right, November 231. John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 64 is 24 nautical miles to the east at 12,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right. Delta 965 Victor Alpha, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 965 Victor Alpha.
Delta 2049, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Delta 2049.
Delta 64, is on right downwind runway 4 right. Delta 64, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Enter right downwind runway 4 right, Delta 64. Austrian 87 Heavy, wind 120 at 7, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air France 006 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Austrian 87 Heavy. November 231. Number 2, traffic to follow is on right base. Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy. Number 3, traffic to follow is on left downwind. Number 2, behind the traffic on right base. November 231.
John F. Kennedy ground, all Nippon 121, ready to taxi with information Juliet.
Number 3, behind the traffic on left downwind, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Number 4, behind the traffic on left downwind, Delta 116 Victor Alpha.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Air France 006 Heavy.
Frequency change approved Delta Foxtrot Alpha Sierra Tango. Good day.
All Nippon 12, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, all Nippon 12.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Emirates 454. All Nippon 121, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, all Nippon 121.
November 231, wind 120 at 7. Number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy, wind 120 at 7. Number 3, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, November 231.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Delta 116 Victor Alpha, wind 120 at 7. Number 4, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 4, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Delta 116 Victor Alpha. Emirates 454, cross runway 13 right. November 872 X-ray Delta, cross runway 13 right. Crossing runway 13 right, Emirates 454. All Nippon 121, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, all Nippon 121.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 965 Victor Alpha, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
John F. Kennedy ground, Delta 2049, ready to taxi with information Juliet.
Delta 965 Victor Alpha, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, Delta 965 Victor Alpha.
Delta 2049, taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Delta 2049.
FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, runway 13 left. Taxi via Charlie 2, Charlie, Charlie 1. Contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 13 left via Charlie 2, Charlie, Charlie 1. FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy. Air France 006 Heavy. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Frequency change approved Air France 006 Heavy. Good day.
Delta 965 Victor Alpha. Wind 120 at 7. Runway 4 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 4 left. Delta 965 Victor Alpha.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec. Enter right downwind runway 4 right. Number 5. Traffic to follow is on left downwind.
Enter right downwind, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on left downwind, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec.
You're welcome, Delta 2049.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec. Wind 120 at 7. Number 5. Runway 4 right. Cleared to land.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Oman Air 112, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing north.
Delta 64. Say intentions.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 872 X-ray Delta. Number 5, cleared to land, runway 4 right, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec.
Delta 2049, request permission to cross runway 13 right.
Oman Air 112, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Delta 965 Victor Alpha, frequency change approved, good day. Delta 2049, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Delta 2049.
Delta 64, enter right base runway 4 right, number 5, traffic to follow is on left downwind.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qantas 253 Victor Golf, ready for pushback with information Juliet.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, number 6, traffic to follow is on right base. Enter right base, runway 4 right, behind the traffic on left downwind, Delta 64. Qantas 253 Victor Golf, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Qantas 253 Victor Golf. John F. Kennedy ground, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, ready for pushback with information India.
Delta 64, wind 120 at 7, number 5, runway 4 right, cleared to land. John F. Kennedy Tower, FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, ready for departure at runway 13 left, departing south. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy.
FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, line up and wait runway 13 left.
John F. Kennedy ground, Terra 420 Heavy, ready for pushback with information Juliet.
Line up and wait runway 13 left. FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy.
Pushback approved, Terra 420 Heavy.
Oman Air 112, frequency change approved, good day. FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, wind 120 at 7, runway 13 left, cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved Oman Air 112, good day.
All Nippon 12, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, all Nippon 12.
John F. Kennedy ground, November 9477 Victor. John F. Kennedy Airport, ATIS information kilo, time 04040, wind 090 at 7, visibility 10, temperature 18, viewpoint 16, altimeter 3014 remarks. No right aircraft accepted at this time, landing runways 4 right and 4 left. Departing runway 4 left, advise on initial contact. You have information kilo. FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. Thank you, good day, Austrian 87 Heavy. John F. Kennedy Tower, Emirates 454, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out. All Nippon 12, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Frequency change approved FedEx 9347 Lima Heavy, good day. Emirates 454, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, all Nippon 12.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 2049, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing south.
Delta 64, adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead. Line up and wait runway 4 left, Emirates 454. Adjust speed to follow aircraft ahead, Delta 64. John F. Kennedy ground, Austrian 87 Heavy, request taxi to the Terminal 1. Delta 64, please follow instructions.
John F. Kennedy ground, Qantas 253 Victor Golf, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information Juliet.
Austrian 87 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Austrian 87 Heavy. John F. Kennedy ground, November 9477 Victor, ready to taxi with information Juliet. All Nippon 12, frequency change approved, good day.
John F. Kennedy ground, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information India.
Austrian 87 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 22 right. Delta 2049, line up and wait runway 4 left. Austrian 87 Heavy, hold short of runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, all Nippon 121.
Hold short of runway 4 left, Austrian 87 Heavy. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Emirates 454. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 9477 Victor.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
Terra 420 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, Roger.
John F. Kennedy ground, LL 008 Heavy, ready for pushback with information kilo.
LL 008 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left.
Pushback approved, LL 008 Heavy.
Austrian 87 Heavy, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 872 X-ray Delta, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Crossing runway 4 left, Austrian 87 Heavy. November 872 X-ray Delta, your number 3 for departure.
Roger, November 872 X-ray Delta.
Emirates 454, frequency change approved, good day. Delta 2049, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Delta 2049.
Frequency change approved Emirates 454, good day. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, pushback approved, expect runway 4 left. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, disregard last message. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, cross runway 13 right. November 976 Charlie Alpha, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy.
November 9477 Victor, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
Crossing runway 13 right, November 9477 Victor. All Nippon 121, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. November 231, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, all Nippon 121.
November 872 X-ray Delta, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 872 X-ray Delta. Going around, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy, Roger, make right traffic runway 4 right.
Roger, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
Wilco, November 231. Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy, number 3, traffic to follow is on final.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, is on final runway 4 right. Number 3, behind the traffic on final, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy.
November 872 X-ray Delta, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. All Nippon 121, frequency change approved, good day. JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, Roger.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 872 X-ray Delta.
Frequency change approved, all Nippon 121, good day.
Austrian 87 Heavy, cross runway 13 right. Austrian 87 Heavy, say intentions. John F. Kennedy Ground, Austrian 87 Heavy, request taxi to the Terminal 1. Austrian 87 Heavy, taxi to parking, at your discretion. Taxi to parking, Austrian 87 Heavy. November 231, cross runway 4 left. Crossing runway 4 left, November 231. Delta 116 Victor Alpha, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy, wind 120 at 7, number 2, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Wilco, Delta 116 Victor Alpha, November 872 X-ray Delta, frequency change approved, good day.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Delta 744 Victor Alpha Heavy. Frequency change approved, November 872 X-ray Delta, good day.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy.
Delta 116 Victor Alpha, hold short of runway 4 left. Hold short of runway 4 left, Delta 116 Victor Alpha.
John F. Kennedy Tower, November 976 Charlie Alpha, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing left.
November 976 Charlie Alpha, line up and wait runway 4 left.
Line up and wait runway 4 left, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
Qantas 253 Victor Golf, cross runway 13 right. Terra 420 Heavy, cross runway 13 right. Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day. November 976 Charlie Alpha, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Frequency change approved, Lufthansa 1807 Heavy, good day. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 976 Charlie Alpha.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. John F. Kennedy Tower, November 9477 Victor, ready for departure in sequence at runway 4 left, departing west.
Wilco, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec.
November 9477 Victor, line up and wait runway for left. Line up and wait runway for left, November 9477 Victor.
Crossing runway 13 right, Qantas 253 Victor Golf.
Delta 116 Victor Alpha, cross runway for left, please expedite. Crossing runway for left, Delta 116 Victor Alpha.
Terra 420 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 31 left.
John F. Kennedy Ground, Delta 116 Victor Alpha, request taxi to gate A11 at the Terminal 4. Terra 420 Heavy, you were already instructed to cross the runway. Delta 116 Victor Alpha, taxi to Terminal 4 gate A11 via Foxtrot, Golf. Taxiing to Terminal 4 gate A11 via Foxtrot, Golf. Delta 116 Victor Alpha, November 9477 Victor, wind 120 at 7, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, November 9477 Victor. November 976 Charlie Alpha, frequency change approved, good day.
John F. Kennedy Ground, LL008 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 4 left with information Kilo.
Frequency change approved November 976 Charlie Alpha, good day.
LL008 Heavy, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, LL008 Heavy.
November 9477 Victor, frequency change approved, good day. Frequency change approved November 9477 Victor, good day.
John F. Kennedy Ground, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, request taxi to gate 15 at the Terminal 5.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, taxi to Terminal 5 gate 15. JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, cross runway 4 left.
Crossing runway 4 left, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Qantas 253 Victor Golf, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east.
Qantas 253 Victor Golf, wind 120 at 6, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, Qantas 253 Victor Golf. John F. Kennedy Tower, Terra 420 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing left.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, request permission to cross runway 13 left.
Terra 420 Heavy, line up and wait runway 4 left. LL008 Heavy, cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, LL008 Heavy.
Thank you, Delta 116 Victor Alpha. JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, cross runway 13 left. JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, taxi to Terminal 5 gate 15 via Alpha, Delta Alpha.
Taxiing to Terminal 5 gate 15 via Alpha, Delta Alpha, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec.
Qantas 253 Victor Golf, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved Qantas 253 Victor Golf, good day.
Terra 420 Heavy, wind 120 at 6, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 1549, inbound on the ILS runway 4 right with information Juliet.
Delta 1549, enter straight in runway 4 right.
John F. Kennedy Tower, LL008 Heavy, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing east. Thank you, good day, JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec. Enter straight in runway 4 right, Delta 1549.
LL008 Heavy, wind 120 at 6, runway 4 left, cleared for takeoff. Terra 420 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 4 left, LL008 Heavy.
Delta 1549, wind 120 at 6, number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, Delta 1549.
JetBlue 766 Sierra Quebec, thank you, good day. LL008 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Frequency change approved LL008 Heavy, good day.
Delta 1549, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, Delta 1549. John F. Kennedy Ground, Delta 1549, request taxi to gate B49 at the Terminal 4.
Delta 1549, taxi to Terminal 4 gate B49.
Taxiing to Terminal 4 gate B49, Delta 1549.
Delta 1549, cross runway 4 left, please expedite.
Crossing runway 4 left, Delta 1549. John F. Kennedy Ground, Air Force 1, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
John F. Kennedy Tower, DHL 762 Heavy is 39 nautical miles to the south at 8,400 feet, inbound for landing with information Kilo, requesting runway 4 left.
DHL 762 Heavy, enter straight in runway 4 left.
Enter straight in runway 4 left, DHL 762 Heavy.
Air Force 1, taxi to runway 4 left, contact tower when ready. DHL 762 Heavy, wind 120 at 6, number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, DHL 762 Heavy.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Air Force 1.
Attention all aircraft. John F. Kennedy ground is closing in 5 minutes. Attention all aircraft. John F. Kennedy Tower is closing in 5 minutes. Air Force 1. Cross runway 13 right.
Crossing runway 13 right, Air Force 1. John F. Kennedy ground, Air Force 1, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
Air Force 1. Avoid sending duplicate messages.
John F. Kennedy ground, Air Force 1, ready to taxi with information Kilo.
Air Force 1. Taxi to runway 4 left. Contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 4 left, Air Force 1. John F. Kennedy Tower, Air Force 1, ready for departure at runway 4 left, departing straight out.
Air Force 1. Hold short of runway 4 left.
Holding short runway 4 left, Air Force 1.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Delta 8036, inbound on the ILS runway 4 left with information hotel. Delta 8036, enter straight in runway 4 left. Number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Air Force 1, request frequency change.
Enter straight in, runway 4 left, behind the traffic on final, Delta 8036. John F. Kennedy Tower, JetBlue 2317 is 20 nautical miles to the east at 8,000 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 4 right. JetBlue 2317, enter right downwind runway 4 right. Enter right downwind runway 4 right, JetBlue 2317. JetBlue 2317, wind 120 at 6. Number 1, runway 4 right, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 right, JetBlue 2317. DHL 762 Heavy, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway.
Wilco, DHL 762 Heavy.
Delta 8036, wind 120 at 6. Number 1, runway 4 left, cleared to land. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 4 left, Delta 8036.
Stand by, Air Force 1. John F. Kennedy Tower, Air Force 1, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern.
Air Force 1, line up and wait runway 4 left. Air Force 1, avoid sending duplicate messages.
John F. Kennedy Tower, Air Force 1, ready for departure at runway 4 left, remaining in the pattern. Air Force 1, request frequency change. Air Force 1, request permission to cross runway 4 left.
DHL 762 Heavy, contact John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9er.
Contacting John F. Kennedy ground on 121.9er, DHL 762 Heavy.
Attention all aircraft, John F. Kennedy Tower is now closed. Good day. Thank you, good day, JetBlue 2317. Attention all aircraft, John F. Kennedy ground is now closed. Good day. JetBlue 2317. Thank you, good day.